It seemed just like yesterday I was at university, and with my current job at the moment I tend to go back to the same university for work purposes, and it feels surreal walking around thinking I was just here the other day as a student.
Can you tell me a bit about university life? What was that like?
What was that like? A bit scary. It was a bit surreal to actually be going to university, as you know, it wasn't really an option in our family, so to actually be accepted and get into a course, a bachelor degree, was pretty exciting as well. And you felt a bit of pressure as well because you were doing higher education, which is pretty amazing. And you got a little bit homesick, so in the Northern Territory my choice of university was only one choice, so I had to move away from my hometown. And so that meant leaving mum and dad and everyone else, but I was lucky I had a cousin who was doing university studies at the same time, so we were able to share those experiences together.
Did you go straight from school to university, or did you have a break in between?
Yeah, no, I went straight from year 12, so and I just kept on studying. I thought I've got it now, and if I stop I might not ever go back, so once I got into uni I just kept going, yeah. Social work was also a challenging degree because as an Aboriginal person, you know, those that know social work, I guess people will still say social work was part of the past policies and procedures that really damaged a lot of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities. And so as a student, while you're studying that, it's a real experience to you, it touches you and it's personal, and for some other students it's just part of the course, it's learning the theory, it's learning what happened, but I think for Aboriginal students and Torres Strait Islander students too, it's personal, it's a lived experience, and sometimes I'd sit there and I'd hear the lecturer talking thinking, that's my story, or that's my nana's story, or I know someone like that in my community, and so that puts you at a different level as a university student as well with your learning.
Why would you recommend social work to other students or people that might be interested in that field?
I think social work, for me, I think social work chooses people. I know it's a funny thing to say, but a lot of my colleagues say, you know, it's sort of a profession that in whatever ways, whether you go straight from high school or whether as a mature age student, it's one of those career pathways that people feel attached to it in some way. And again, it's the possibilities that social work can open up for you. Like I was saying, you know, while I was studying, I realised I could do casework, I could be at the grassroots level, I could specialise in a field and do family therapy or work in the legal service or child protection, and that's what excites me. Like, if there's just so many possibilities, and you know, and I was working in a hospital and I realised, you know, that's quite a demanding role, and then the opportunity to work with Aboriginal Health Services came up, and that again just, you know, challenges you professionally. You're building your toolbox of skills as well as a social worker, and yeah, you just get exposed to so much. One day you're working with a child and, you know, and a doctor, and the next day you're working with a nana and she might have to go into an aged care facility. So it's just the variety that's out there is pretty amazing. I think that's why I love social work, because there's just opportunities everywhere, around every corner.